Don't blink. Whatever you do, do not blink. There is a thing in a room right now. It cannot move. It cannot speak. It has no eyes, no mouth, no soul. But the single second, your eyes leave it, it will be right behind you. And you will be dead before you even know it moved. This is SCP-173. And it was the very first monster the Foundation ever contained. SCP-173 is a concrete and rebar sculpture standing 1.47 meters tall. It was constructed from an unknown origin, nobody knows who built it, where it came from, or how it got into Foundation custody. It looks almost human. Almost. The face is a painted smear, crude, wrong, like something a child drew that somehow became real. Around the base of its containment cell, there is always a reddish-brown substance. Testing confirmed it is a mixture of Krylon brand spray paint and human feces. Nobody knows why. SCP-173 cannot move while any living creature is looking directly at it. The moment direct line of sight is broken, even for a fraction of a second, it moves. Faster than anything its size should be able to move. And when it reaches you, it does one of two things: it snaps your neck, or it crushes your skull. Whichever is faster. It is classified Euclid. Some argue it should be Keter. The Foundation simply makes sure someone is always watching. The containment procedures for SCP-173 are brutally simple, and terrifying in what they imply. At least 2 personnel must be present at all times when the containment chamber door is open. All personnel must maintain direct eye contact with SCP-173 at all times during entry. Before entering, one person is designated to never blink, ever, for the entire duration of the visit. If anyone needs to blink, they must announce it aloud. All other personnel must confirm they are watching before anyone is allowed to close their eyes, even for a millisecond. The room must be cleaned periodically. Someone has to go in there with a mop. Someone has to announce they are blinking. Someone has to trust that their colleagues are watching. One miscommunication. One moment of distraction. One person who forgot to say they were blinking. That is all it takes. Here is what makes SCP-173 unique among all SCP entries: it was the original. Written in 2007 by a user named Moto42, SCP-173 was the very first entry on the SCP Wiki. Everything that came after, the thousands of monsters, the anomalies, the Foundation itself, all of it was built on the foundation of this one simple, terrifying idea. A thing that only moves when you're not looking. In universe, the Foundation's records on its discovery are heavily redacted. What we know is this: it was found in a sealed storage unit somewhere in the American South. The unit had been locked from the outside. Inside were 3 bodies, all with broken necks. SCP-173 was standing in the corner. The exterior padlock had not been broken. Nobody knows how the victims got inside. Nobody knows how long SCP-173 had been in there. The storage facility owner said he had never rented that unit to anyone. Incident 173-1. During a routine containment check, a junior researcher stumbled on the threshold of the chamber door. Instinct kicked in, he looked down to catch himself. Half a second. Maybe less. The researcher behind him screamed. SCP-173 had crossed the entire room and was standing directly behind the researcher who stumbled, one hand already raised. The third team member tackled the stumbling researcher out of the doorway before contact was made. SCP-173 stood there. Perfectly still. Perfectly patient. Like it had all the time in the world. In a controlled experiment, Foundation researchers attempted to test the exact speed of SCP-173's movement by placing motion sensors and high-speed cameras inside the chamber. Every camera malfunctioned the moment eye contact was broken. Every sensor registered movement too fast to calculate. The only footage recovered was a single frame, SCP-173 in one corner of the room. Then the next frame, SCP-173 directly in front of the camera lens. 1 frame apart. It had covered 12 meters in 1/24 of a second. Mathematically impossible. And yet the broken camera doesn't lie. SCP-173 remains in containment. As far as the Foundation knows, it has never spoken. It has never shown any sign of intelligence beyond predatory instinct. It doesn't plan. It doesn't wait. It simply moves the moment it can. And that is somehow more terrifying than anything else. Because it doesn't need to think. It doesn't need to want. It just needs one moment. One blink. One distraction. The Foundation has contained thousands of horrors since 173 was first locked away, but ask any veteran researcher which SCP still makes them nervous on a quiet night, the one that makes them hyper-aware every time they feel the urge to blink. They'll all give you the same answer. If you want more SCP breakdowns just like this one, subscribe right now, and do me a favor. Don't blink while you do it. Comment below which SCP you want next. I'll be watching.